Now for the second article. This one's about sleep, which, as a shift worker, everyone loves. Oh, just a good night's sleep. Everybody can appreciate that. So, this one is from, well, it's the website Science Daily, but it looks like they gave a source from Duke University Medical Center, date September 21st, 2018. So it's titled, "It's Not Just for Kids. Even adults appear to benefit from a regular bedtime." I totally agree with this. I feel better when I go to bed regularly at the same time and wake up at the same time. So adults with varied sleep-wake times way more have higher blood sugar, and risk of disease. Okay. So a new study on sleep patterns suggests that a regular bedtime and wake time are just as important for heart and metabolic health among older adults. I'm not an older adult, but I'm going to consider this a suggestion, right? So in a study done of 1,978 older adults publishing September 21st in the Journal of Scientific Reports, research at Duke Health and Duke Clinical Research Institute found that people with irregular sleep patterns weighed more, had higher blood sugar, higher blood pressure, and higher projected risk of having a heart attack or stroke within 10 years of those who slept and woke at the same time every day. So that's kind of crazy. Just by making that one little change, you got to sleep anyway. So if you can, find it in yourself and have the discipline. I mean, some people don't. They're not able to because they have a job that states they can't, like myself. But just by making that little change reduces your risk, again, potentially. I don't want to make anybody think that these articles are a 100% because in science they need to replicate, they've got to repeat, and that's how people determine whether things are fact. They've got to be repeated. Irregular sleepers who were also more likely to report depression and stress than regular sleepers, both of which are tied to heart health. African American had the most irregular sleep patterns compared to participants who were white, Chinese American, or Hispanic, the data showed. So that's interesting. Why is that? I don't know. The finding shows an occasion, not a cause and effect relationship between sleep regularity and heart and metabolic health. So there we go. There's an association. Is it causation? Right? No. Well, again, they can't show that. From our study, we can't conclude that sleep irregularities results in health risks or whether health conditions affect sleep. That's very honest. Said Jessica Lunsford Avery, PhD, an assistant professor in psychiatry and behavioral science, and the study-led author. Perhaps all these things are impacting each other. That's very true, which is something I never thought of. Do these health problems cause you to stay up? Does that, are they the ones causing irregular sleeps? Or is it the other way around? Still, the data suggests tracking sleep regularity could help identify people at risk of disease and where health disparities may impact specific groups, such as African Americans. Heart disease and diabetes are extremely common in the U.S., are extremely costly, and also leading cause of death in this country. To the extent which we can predict individuals at risk of these diseases, we may be able to prevent or delay their onset. Participants use devices that track their sleep schedules down to the minute, so researchers could learn whether even subtle changes, going to bed at 10:10 instead of the usual 10, were linked to the health of the participants. Their ages ranged from 54 to 93, and people with diagnosed sleep disorders, such as sleep apnea, were not included. So that's, that makes sense. You don't want that to be a wrench in the study. The study also tracked the duration of participants' sleep and preferred timing, whether someone turned in early or was a night owl. According to these measures, people with hypertension tended to sleep more hours, and people with obesity tended to stay up later. Of all three measures, however, regularity was the best at predicting someone's heart and metabolic disease risk, the research found. Okay, I'm just going to skip over a little bit. Perhaps there's something about obesity that disrupts sleep regularity. I think that's pretty fair because people who are obese tend to have sleep apnea. I know they said that they ruled that out and that they didn't include that, but I mean, if it leads to sleep apnea, who knows what else it could be doing to the body. Or as some research suggested, perhaps poor sleep interferes with the body's metabolism, which can lead to weight gain. It's a vicious cycle. That's true. It's like a chicken and egg scenario. With more research, we hope to understand what's going on biologically, and perhaps we could say what's coming first, which is the chicken and which is the egg. That's funny that they referenced that because that's just what I said. Yeah, and then it talks about all their sources, blah, blah, blah. Not important. Okay. Yeah, so that's kind of interesting. It didn't really go the way that I was expecting it to, but they did play devil's advocate, which I appreciated. I think that sleep is extremely important. I think that if you feel rested, you have energy, and if you have energy, you're more willing to live healthier lifestyles, right? If you're up late, you're going to be snacking naturally. You know, you have the Doritos and the pop, and nobody ever wakes up in the middle of the night or late night munchies and craves carrot sticks or, you know, all brand fiber cereal. Nobody does that. People go for the cheese sandwiches or the chips, popcorn. I don't know why I said cheese sandwiches. I guess I'm hungry. But they tend to pick junk food. So that's one possibility, and you know, that's just another person's opinion, and that's just another possible effect. So what do you guys think? Is it chicken or egg? Is it a little bit of both? I'm sort of in the column that it's both, right? I think some people who have poor health often stay up late, and then maybe it kind of affects, and then it makes it so you can't go to bed early. Anyway, it's so important to take care of yourself because it's about quality of life, right? You might have to make those subtle changes and lose the fact that, you know, you can't go to bed too late and that you have to stick to your sleep schedule. But if it's better for your overall health, then I think it's worth it. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. Kind of a short episode, but again, we're trying to just sort of figure this thing out, and we enjoy making these videos. It's sort of a quick and easy with getting a lot of information and my opinion. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comment below, the comment section below, what you think of these articles. And if you have any other articles that you want us to go through, send a link. We have the Twitters and everything like that. So yeah, so tweet at us, comment, like, share. If you have any suggestions for the names, I have a few suggestions in mind. And as of right now, we're only on YouTube. We haven't went to any other platforms yet. But again, we're just sort of trying to build a following right now. So we're going to stick to YouTube for now. Again, like, comment, subscribe, share. And more importantly, I guess, have a great day.